Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Essar and I am so glad to have you guys here. So I think it is about time we get back to an acne.org video that you guys have been really asking me about. So we are at 6 months now and I thought this would be a good time to do an update. So for those who haven't watched my first video on the acne.org review, I will put a link somewhere up here so that you guys can click on that video before or after you watch this. So if you are new and you haven't watched the previous video, let me just insert a clip so that you can see where I was 6 months ago and really see what we're talking about. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Essar and I'm glad to have you guys here. So today I have come to you barefaced because I want you guys to see how bad my face is looking and how crazy my acne has become. So I am starting a new regimen because honestly I have never had acne this bad before, and it just got to a point where I felt like my confidence is really getting affected, so I need to do something about it. So as you can see, there has been a great deal of improvement and it is all thanks to acne.org. So I came across acne.org 6 months ago when I purchased the product. I bought 2 sets. If you guys remember from the video, I told you guys I bought 2 sets and the second set is actually running out. So basically what has been happening in the last 6 months is my morning routine has remained the same. I am still using the cleanser, the benzoyl peroxide and the moisturizer. So that has remained constant throughout the whole 6 months. And then because when I was doing my research on acne.org, I knew that I wanted to fix my skin, but I knew that I didn't want it to be something that I had to deal with forever. So I got into acne.org knowing that that's something that I really need to consider. So around 3 months, I changed my night routine. So for the night routine, you're supposed to be using the cleanser, the moisturizer, the benzoyl peroxide, and after 1 month of the acne.org, you add in the glycolic acid. So for the nighttime routine, I changed everything and I just I only use the cleanser. So I only wash my face and I sleep there. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it got to a point where I got tired of having so much products on my face. So for the nighttime, like I said, I only use the cleanser and then I only use the glycolic acid maybe twice a week because I feel like I still need it because it's an exfoliator sort of, so you're left with smooth skin and it also helps with the pimples. So yeah, and then I also changed a couple of things in my life thanks to some of you who commented on that video. I stopped touching my skin. I rarely touch my skin. If I need to wipe my skin, I don't use my hands. I used to just wipe my hands, use my hands and wipe my skin if I was feeling oily or something. So these days I use tissue, I use wipes. So I changed that. Also I change my pillowcases more often. I used to not do that. I used to keep my pillowcases for quite some time, maybe a week. So these days I change every 3 nights. And then so when you enter the regimen, you're supposed to leave makeup for 1 month. Your first month is supposed to be makeup free. So I did that really well, and then I just happened to stop using makeup after that. I tried to go back to makeup, but it just felt odd having makeup on my face after a whole month of not using makeup. And I also got to that point where I felt like if I have been walking around with my skin at its worst and exposing myself and showing people my skin at its worst, then right now when it's all improved, I don't really feel the need to wear makeup. So as you see me is basically how I am on the daily, unless I am going somewhere for a party or a date with my friends, or it has to be like a special occasion for me to be wearing makeup. So this is what I am like every day. The only thing I do is lipstick, and yeah, I face the world like that. So So for the products, let's just start with, I think my acne was caused by hormonal acne. So I give you my perspective on that point of view. I haven't struggled with acne my whole life. So for someone who has been struggling with acne their whole life, I wouldn't know if acne.org would like work for you as well as it did work for me. So that's something that you need to also do research on. But from the research that I did before I started the acne.org, most people who have used the product have ended up with amazing results. And then secondly is, after about 2 months on the product, I haven't gotten any more breakouts. Breakouts in terms of pimples, I haven't gotten any pimples, and this is actually a big deal for me because even when I wasn't battling with acne my whole life, I would get a pimple every month because of that time of the month. So even now those pimples have disappeared as well. So those pimples for that time of the month have disappeared. So basically what I can say is, in the first 2 months, I think because I still had those underlying pimples where they haven't yet come out to the surface, I was still getting the pimples. But after the acne.org cleared everything plus on the inside, I don't get anything. My face is pretty much smooth all the time, apart from a few rashes here and there, but they don't generally last long. So if I can come closer, you can see like at the moment I have rashes on my face, but they're not painful, and on my nose. Those are the parts that are usually most affected. But at the moment, but I'm not worried because I know they'll probably last just a week and then disappear. And then something else is when you start the regimen, your face is pretty much dried out by the regimen, and you like I know I showed you guys, I don't know if I showed you guys clips of me using the regimen, but I'm pretty sure I did. So when you first wash your face with a cleanser, it completely dries out your face. So one thing that I have noticed of late is my face has gone back to being oily. I think it is also because I reduced the amount of products I am using, because I felt like if I was to wean myself off acne.org, it would just be easier since I'm using less products. So my face has gone back to being oily. My nose area, this area, and my chin, and a bit of my forehead there. So I've noticed it's gone back to being oily, but not as oily as I was before acne.org. What else? Now for the acne.org regimen, I have used those 4 products, but at some point of the regimen I tried to add in a few things. For example, I tried to add in sunscreen, but the sunscreen I got used to leave a white cast, and I was told sunscreen, and even on the bottle of the glycolic acid they recommend for you to use sunscreen. So I tried to use that sunscreen, but because it was leaving a white cast, I was not comfortable with walking around and people asking me what's up with your face and getting the weird stares. So I stopped using it, but I'm trying to get another sunscreen, which I have seen Joanna Kinothia. She got the Neutrogena sunscreen. Okay, so as I was saying, so yeah, I learned that she got the Neutrogena sunscreen, so I'm also hoping to get that and try that out and see how that goes, because I know the sunscreen is supposed to help with spots and scars, and my face has greatly improved in that regard, but I still have a bit of spots left and I would like to clear that out. But right now it's not that much of a bother. Like when you first get the product, you're really urgent to see the change, and after the first 3 months, when I had seen how my face had transformed, like the urgency to get changes here and there, it kind of reduced. So right now I'm just taking my sweet time. So yeah, that is basically it. So yeah, as I was saying, I tried to add the sunscreen, and then what else did I add? I can't remember at the moment. No, I don't think I added anything. I don't think I added anything else other than the sunscreen. But I am looking to add more things to my regimen. Being on the regimen for the past 6 months has actually helped me to know that you need to take care of your face a bit more. Like before acne.org, I was the type of girl who would just wake up, wash my face and go about my day, and put on makeup and go about my day. But now I'm a bit more cautious about what I'm putting on my face. So I would like to add in a few more things. I've seen people, I had gotten hyaluronic acid from the original before I started acne.org, so I'd like to go back to that. And then I got a night serum that I also want to go back to, because when I was using it, I felt like when I was waking up in the morning, my face would feel so smooth and so fresh. And so I also want to get back to that night serum. And then I would like to try the vitamin C. Like, there's so many things that I would like to add to my regimen. I don't want to be constrained to acne.org. So that's another reason why I have been reducing the amount of acne.org I'm using, because I want to introduce more things. I want to take care of my skin more. I want to, like, I am enjoying the process. And then something else that I think I mentioned is, on my first month I did a facial, and I based on my research, you're not supposed to do facials that much. So I have been waiting all this time. This is my 6th month, so I want to do a facial really soon, because I just felt like, I am not sure, I haven't seen people who've done the facial, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But I honestly feel like the facial helped to soak in the acne.org products more, because like it opened up my pores and everything was cleared out. And so I feel like that really helped, and I want to get another facial this month, actually maybe this weekend. So if I do that, I will probably give you an update. I will probably do it as a vlog or as my IG, or on my IG videos, IGTV. I haven't used IGTV, but I'm planning on starting. So yeah, if I do a facial, I will update you guys. Anyone who's interested on following this journey on the acne, yeah, I will do that for you. So I think I've pretty much covered everything, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check, because some of you have been asking me questions on the video, so let me just check, and then we'll see if we're ending the video or continuing. One thing I forgot to say is, for those who are asking me about the prices being a bit high, if you go to the acne.org website, they have recommendations of other products that you can use. So for me, I have been trying to tell people, the people who feel like it's too expensive, I have been trying to tell you guys that the most important products for me on the acne.org regimen is the benzoyl peroxide and the glycolic acid, which you add after 1 month. So if you get a good cleanser that they've recommended on their website, and if you get a different moisturizer which is probably cheaper, I think you're still good to go. The most important thing is that you use the benzoyl peroxide, and then after 1 month you add in the what is it called, the glycolic acid. So because I know, like if you buy the whole set, it's 8,000, and then you add in the glycolic acid after 1 month, that's another 3,200, and then you add in the jojoba oil, which for me I didn't add, but there are some people who use it, so that's another 3,200. So that's around 15,000 for the products, and that's just one set. You still have to use, for me I have used 2 sets, and now that I have used 2 sets, I think I am good to go. I'm thinking about changing my cleanser and moisturizer. Yeah, so I think if you feel like the products are too expensive for you, just get a different cleanser. Do your research, get a different cleanser and a different moisturizer. There's so many people who use different cleansers and they never even discover acne.org. So if you feel like you can get something that is maybe 1,000, 1,500 or 2,000, I feel like that in the long run that's much cheaper. So don't feel the pressure to spend a whole 8,000 on this product, or don't feel like because you don't have that 8,000 you can't improve your skin. Get a cheap cleanser, and by cheap I mean like good products but for less, not cheap in terms of you're getting a cleanser for like 300 and it's not really a good product. So yeah, get a good cleanser, get a good moisturizer, and then just get the benzoyl peroxide, because for the first month you need the benzoyl peroxide. So that's 3,200 for the benzoyl peroxide, and then after 1 month you add in the glycolic acid. So you'll have ended up spending 6,000 instead of 15,000. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I think I've answered all your questions. So thank you first of all to the guys who've been noticing the improvement on my skin. Your comments just made me blush. And for those who asked questions as well, I'm sorry the video took so long, but I was waiting for that for me to get to a milestone so that I could update you. So thank you for your patience. I hope you guys come back for more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Please like, comment and share with anyone who you know has acne, because most videos that you see on acne.org are not sponsored. So for someone to dedicate their time to acne.org, and you guys have seen the progress, you will also see, I will also put up photos of before and after, so you guys will see how much acne.org has changed my life for me to be able to just sit down and talk about the product. So if you have anyone who's been struggling with acne, make sure you share with them. Yeah, so that's basically it. I hope you guys come back for more. Hope to see you once again next time. Bye.